Hey, 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 good morning, good morning, good morning, guys. How y'all doing out there? Man, it's a beautiful day. It's a little cold down here, but it is a beautiful day. Sun is shining, birds are chirping, dogs are having fun running around out in the yard. Yes, you can't ask for a better day than today. I hope all of you guys are staying nice and warm. Old Mother Nature decided to finally come calling a little bit on Florida today. It got cold last night. And, yeah, 30s is not that cold for you guys way up there in the tundra. But for us Floridians down in the 30s is a little nipply. So, yeah, it got cold, but it's nice. It's nice. The sun's shining, warming everything up. Oh, my goodness. How you guys doing today? So let's say some good mornings. Yeah. All right. I see some oldies but goodies come popping back up in here. So let's see. We got Big Dirt in the house. How you doing, Dirt? We got Nanny. We got Mr. Paul Voss, of course, of course. Shimba, good morning, Nancy. How you doing? In the clouds. By the way, I got one of your videos queued up for later on in the show. So I hope you stick around and listen to it. Roy, good morning. How you doing? Happy? How you doing? Oh, we got James in the house. Oh, Grandma, how you doing? Grandma Debbie, how you doing? How you doing? All right, all right. Allie Rydell, welcome back, young lady. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a coon's age. Welcome back. All right, welcome back. And of course, there's Big Dirty. Okay, we got Badger John. How you doing? How you doing? Good morning. Slinky from Texas. Good morning. Good morning. Torhild's in the house, all the way from Norway. Guys and gals, that's a long ways away. And Torhild is in here every single morning. Love having her. Love having her. Ozzy Lee, how you doing? How you doing? All right. All right. Miss Jones in the house. Yes, yes, yes. Alan Jenkins, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, brokenhearted. Good morning. Good morning. How you doing? How you doing? Somebody's already texting me first thing in the morning. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I can just imagine who that is. Good morning. D spills the tea. How you doing? Charlie Sugar, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, hey Joe. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Bearded man Steve. What's happening, Captain? All right. All right. Jack Miles in the house. Oh, look at there. Oh, my goodness. Mark just done gifted 5 memberships to Kooks. Look at there. Let me get on down there where we're at. Who in the world is blowing me up this morning? Let's go take a look. I kind of got a feeling I know who it is. Yep. I got her. I got her. Can't hear you. Oh, I'm sure you guys can hear me now, right? I mean, I don't think anything's messed up. I think I'm going through. My little old ring of voice up there is bouncing back and forth. D spills the tea in the house. Mark, what you got to say? Thank you so much, brother, for gifting 5 memberships. Grandma Debbie got it. Oh, Dan Davis got it. Woo, Gary got it. Good morning. Good morning. My Paranorma experience got one. And Lee Boys got one. Lee Boys. Thank you so much, Mark. Welcome to the jungle to all the new kooks out there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's get back on down. Oh, my 4 sons up in the house. Good morning, good morning. Sharon, Miss Sharon's in the house. Good morning. Good morning, Mark. Thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, brother. Greatly appreciated. Oh, who else do we have in here? I know D Spills the Tea is in here. Dan Davis. Oh, Mr. Coop. They said next weekend it will be even colder. Yeah. Yeah. I looked at the weather report this morning, and it looks like for the next 15 days, the highs are pretty much going to be no higher than 70. The lows are going to be down in the 30s. I think we got a couple of days they're even calling for the 20s. which man. And he says next weekend they're even colder. I might need to move farther south below Tampa. Right. I'm in between Tampa and Orlando, so I'm not that far away from you. About 20 miles, I think, 20, 25 miles. There was an actual photo popped up on my feed on Facebook today saying that Tampa wind up with some snow flurries. That's going to be interesting. I think they were calling for that Saturday, I think, maybe. Yeah. I think Saturday's when the 20s hit. That's going to be gnarly. We haven't seen cold weather like this. I don't know how many years it's been. I know when I was a kid growing up here, it was pretty cold, pretty darn cold. When I moved back in 2007, I haven't really had a winter since I was a kid. Okay. It's been pretty warm throughout the winter since I've been back in Florida. I don't know if it's that global warming crap they talk about, or if it's just the earth doing earthly things. I mean, who knows what's going on? But I can remember as a kid going to school every morning in the wintertime. It was pretty redonkulous. I mean, it was cold. As an adult, being back in Florida, it's not that bad at all. It's not that bad at all. I very rarely ever wear a jacket now. Oh, what do we got here? These bills to take gifted 10 memberships. Thank you so much, D. I didn't even see it. I was trying to get caught up. Oh, wow. Welcome to all the new Coops. I'm not going to read off every one of you because there's a whole bunch of you turned green there. But D, thank you so much, young lady. Thank you. Welcome aboard to all of the new Coops. Welcome to the jungle. Let's get on up there. Let's get caught up again. All right. If you guys will excuse me just for a moment, I got to let the old little dog out. Oh, come on, Daisy. There you go, baby girl. Go. Even though it's cold out there, she loves going outside, especially when the sun's shining, because she can go out there with that black coat of hers and lay down in the sun, and she will just be happy as can be. But thank you so much, Debbie. D spills the tea. Greatly appreciated. What you got to say, Jack? Coop, when I was in Orlando in the late 80s, it hit in the 20s when I was in my A school, right? Yeah, it used to get cold down here. I mean, your strawberry farmers, they absolutely love it when it gets cold, especially when it gets down and around the 30s, because then they can turn the sprinklers on and coat the strawberries with water so the strawberries don't get frostbite. But they say the colder the weather, the sweeter the strawberry. Yeah, I don't know if that's true or not. That's just some of my friends I went to school with, their families had strawberry fields, strawberry farms. So that's what I was always told growing up. The colder the weather, the sweeter the berry. All right. But thank you so much, D. Oh, and then we got, who is this? Who else come rolling in here? Somebody else. Where did that go? Oh, Michelle E. Y'all, Michael E. You gifted a membership too. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Bridget received it. Thank you so much for the memberships, guys. It means a lot to me. Helps keep the lights on and Coop rolling. Welcome aboard, Debbie. Welcome aboard. Or Bridget. All right, let's get caught back up again. Did you see Connecticut bar contacted the court in Florida investigating BBB? I most certainly did. Looks like somebody's in hot water. Oh, my. Oh, can they be looking into taking this bonehead, this chucklehead's license for good now? Let's see. We got one felon that lost his license. That's old Paint Chip Boy. We got another disgraced lawyer that retired before she could have her license taken from her, which, boys and girls, we're going to be talking about that today. For somebody that just tries shrugging off this bar complaint that she had against her, saying, oh, it was nothing, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. She wound up with over $1,700 in fines and fees. She wound up on probation, and she wound up having to take a bunch of classes. So we're going to be diving into that here shortly. Oh, Philip Kraft, good morning. How you doing? Oh, there's Mama Palmer's. How you doing, girl? Oh, that's what I was always told about strawberries, Mr. Coop, Miss Mama Palmer's. Now, Mama Palmer's lives here in Florida, too. Now, apparently, she lives way up there at the top of Florida. Okay, she's a long ways from old Coop. She's up above Otter Freakville. But yeah, do they even grow strawberries up that high, Mama Palmer's? I don't know. I grew up in Plant City, Florida. And Plant City, Florida, they say Plant City is the strawberry capital of the world. Well, they're wrong. It's not Plant City. It's Dover. Dover is a little bitty, tiny speck of a town in between Plant City and Tampa. They have more strawberry fields and more farm workers than Plant City does. Plant City's considered urban compared to Dover. Dover is just, you blink, you miss it. You blink, you miss it. But they have a ton of strawberry farms all over Dover. It's pretty slick. And of course, you've got just right on the outskirts of Plant City, you had this little business called Parksdale Farms. They literally grow strawberries, but they have like a fruit stand. It's on the side of the road. We've literally had presidents that were running to become president stop by Parksdale Farms just to get a strawberry shortcake, while they're running for office. And I think every one of them that has stopped by Parksdale Farms, from what I understand, have always won their race. And when you go into Parksdale Farms to get a shortcake or to get some vegetables or fruits or whatever, you will see the pictures of these presidents that have been in there that have stopped by on their campaign trail. You'll see pictures of them on the wall. It's pretty wild. It's pretty wild. I've only been in Parksdale Farm one time, I think. Once or twice. I can't remember. But they were just probably a couple miles from my house where I grew up. Oh, what do you got to say, Sarasota? Dover is where my family is from. Gallagher Road is the name after them. Right. I know where Gallagher Road is. Back in my heyday, we spent a lot of time out around the Gallagher Road area. I mean, when you wanted to get out of city limits of Plant City, you went to Dover a lot of times, because Dover doesn't have a police department at all, so the sheriffs deal with that part of the county. And we used to have a lot of fun out there. Football, when I was growing up, was the main sport. Oh, what you got to say, Mama Palmer's? We grow mostly watermelon up here, Coop. Oh, okay. Well, I like some good watermelon too. Let me tell you. Oh, question. I am behind on some of the Bone Boy and Lipsy. Do they really do these guests together? Oh, you talking about the Daisy, are you talking about the karaoke stuff? Is that what you're talking about? I don't know anything about the AI, but I know they've been doing karaoke together. I mean, I would rather hear cats fighting out in the yard than listening to those two. I mean, guys, for everybody out there that likes karaoke, kudos to you. But I'm going to tell you right now, I can't stand karaoke, especially if it's in a bar. Now, my bar days are way behind me. Okay. I'm old enough now. I don't see any sense in going to the bar and spending $200 to $300. It's just not for me anymore. So, But when I was running around in the bars playing darts, if there was a dart league in a bar that hosted karaoke on the nights that the players were having their matches, I would not join that league. I'm sorry. I'm going to either listen to the music coming from the jukebox or a band. I am not going to listen to a bunch of drunks on stage that can't carry a note cackling, trying to be somebody. It's just not for me. It is not for me. Oh, those cats ain't fighting. Right. Good morning. Good morning. Wow, we got 263 fabulous souls that showed up this morning. Please do me a favor, guys and gals. Hit that like button. Teach old ScrewTube to throw us out into the interwebs. What you got to say, Jack? Those two make drunk get his water. Attempting karaoke sounds beautiful, right? I mean, come on, guys. If I'm going into a bar and I'm dropping, a couple $100 to have fun, I don't want to listen to people singing that can't sing. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people can sing. They really can. I've got a buddy of mine named Mike. He can literally sing. I mean, really, really good. I still don't even like listening to him sing karaoke. Karaoke is not my thing. If it's you guys' thing, that's cool. It's just not my thing. Oh, I've literally quit leagues, dart leagues, because of karaoke, because they wanted to bring karaoke in on the nights that we were playing darts. No, thank you. I sing good, Coop. Dirt. I bet you do, brother. I bet you do. Yeah, you singing, that pretty much reminds me of Cheech and Chong. Listen, yeah. If you were singing, that's what I'd be picturing at the time, would be Cheech and Chong. Oh, Rob Pate, what you got to say, brother? Oh, 260 and J Raid not hit yet. You doing good, Coop. Thank you, Rob. Thank you for the $2 super chat, brother. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. I don't know if Jay's still going or not. I was watching him earlier, and then I got busy doing some other stuff. So I haven't been back over to see if he's live or not. Let's get caught up again. Man, this chat's flying today, boys. I can't stand certain creators' voice on this side. So I don't follow. Flips and Bone Sucker make him sound good. Okay, I don't know who you're talking about. I know Jay and Ketchup. They've got good chemistry over there. They sure do. They sure do. She picks up on what he's putting down pretty easy. Oh, Carol Welsh. Good morning. Good morning, Carol. And for everybody that's new coming into the chat this morning that I didn't get a chance to say hello, good morning to. Hello, good morning. I hope your day is as fabulous as mine is so far. Yes, I do. Rob Pate, I just left there. He's on last fight now. Okay. Venom. Oh, Venom. We missed you, girly girl. We've missed you. Yeah, I texted you last night. I saw you got it. So I'll be hollering at you sometime today. I hope if I can find time, I will be hollering at you. All my neighbors love my singing. They even play music when I'm singing, hoping I will join in on one of their songs. It's hard to cover a block of people at once, but I try. Oh, you're gonna have to put some content out with you singing. I bet that would be awesome. Oh, and for all you guys in the back, I forgot to play Miyagi's Ross the Dog yesterday. And I felt so bad. I was off air and I was starting to close out my windows and said, oh my goodness, I forgot to play the Miyagi song. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and catch up on chat here real quick. And I'm going to go and I'm going to pull it up because I already have it pulled up on screen. And we're going to listen to that right now because I don't want to forget about it again. Because trust me, I love some Miyagi's. She's got some good content. I love listening to it. All right, let's share this beautiful bean footage. And we're going to full screen it, get all of that off. All right, boys and girls, here we go. This is Miyagi's latest one.
Okay, I've got something really special. I've got a special guest to come on and help me to sing a little duet. It's called Howling. So here's my special guest. I'd like to welcome you all to Rasta Dog. I hope you like to sing, Rasta.
Hey man, nice to meet you. My name is Rasta Dog. Yeah man, I love to sing.
Okay, well you get started. I'll follow your lead. Okay, let's go. Let's do this.
I was alright for a while. I could smile for a while.
But I saw you last night. You held my hand so tight as you stopped to say hello.
You wished me well. You couldn't tell I'd been howling over you, howling over you. When you said so long, left me standing all alone, alone and howling, 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 howling. It's hard to understand,
but the touch of your hand can stop me howling.
I thought that I was over you, but it's true, oh so true. I love you even more than I did before. But darling, what can I do? For you don't love me.
And I'll always be
howling over you, howling over you. Yes, now you're gone.
This moment
And from this moment on, I'll be howling, 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 yeah, howling, howling, over you.
Now, guys and gals, if you haven't seen Bone Sucker and Flips doing their little karaoke stuff, yeah, you got to check it out, because I'm going to tell you right now, Miyagi and the Rasta Dog sound way better. Way better. Oh, can I listen to Baby Shark instead, please? Baby shark, doo 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 doo. Baby shark, shark, doo 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 doo. There we go. Okay. And who is it? In the Clouds. I got you queued up for a little while later there, girly girl. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Yeah, she put out one yesterday that we're going to listen to here in a little bit. It's a little different, but it's a good one. It's a good one. Good morning, Rickles. How you doing, brother? How you doing? How you doing? Hey, guys and gals, for all you guys and gals out there, please, that's just joined, hit the like button. And if you got just a few seconds of your time, grab the link, go share it on all your social media sites. Okay, all your Facebook groups, to all your friends and family, post it on your wall. Let's see if we can get this family growing just a little bit more. Yeah. Oh, good morning, Mr. Paul. I don't know if I remember telling you good morning or not. Here and after, good morning. That's 1,000 times better. That's 1,000 times better. Oh, than Boney. I mean, it takes a lot of guts for somebody to try and do what those two chuckleheads are trying to do. Okay. I will hand them that. I will give them that. Am I going to listen to any of their stuff? No. I listened to a little bit of it on Tug and Megan's. I think Megan played it last night on Rumble. I'm sorry. The few seconds or minutes I listened to them, I was done. I don't want no more of it. But I will hand it to them. I will give them kudos for having the guts to actually try and sing karaoke live like that. I mean, if you think about it, Fleece is always patting old Flips on the back about being this fabulous dancer. No, she is not. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know, no, I'm not trying to belittle the woman. I'm just stating honest facts here. The woman can't dance for shit. She can't dance at all. Oh, John Stuber, what you got to say, brother? Oh, that made me get up and put some Baileys in my coffee. Well, you know, I'll tell you right now, listening to Miyagi and Rasta Dog, they're far better than Flips and Bone Sucker. So I'm going to tell you right now, if listening to Miyagi and Rasta Dog made you put Baileys in your coffee, I'm pretty sure that you're going to get rid of the coffee and just go straight for the Baileys if you listen to Bone Sucker and Flips. That's going to be a given. You just might as well crack the whole bottle open and just sit there and drink it gulp by gulp, because those two, oh my God, I've heard cats, like I said earlier, I've heard cats outside screaming and squalling that sounded better than those two. But I will give them guts. I will give them kudos for having the guts to do it live. Oh, I will never listen to Cyndi Lauper ever again. Oh, wow. Lips has ruined her and some other key groups I used to love. You can't unhear it. Right, Venom? Right? Oh, my goodness. Oh, Coop, I refuse to give any credit to Bone Sucker or Flipsy. Well, there you go. I very rarely stumble onto their stuff. You know, I very rarely ever listen to anything they have to say. I'm just not interested in them. No offense to anybody. I can't get into either one of them's channel. Bone Sucker, to me, he's, I don't know how to say this, hypocritical. I mean, he sits there and he claims to be a Christian, but yet listen to the stuff that he does and he says, okay, that's not very Christian-like. That's one of my pet peeves. You know, when people preach gospel and they preach, oh, how godly they are, and then they turn around and do the exact opposite of what a Christian or a godly person would do, that's hypocrisy. That's a hypocrite. That's a piece of garbage in my mind. Me, do I walk around thumping the Bible? No, I do not. I believe in worship in my own way. Okay. I do not say that I'm better than anyone else, because I'm not. I am a sinner. I mean, I try not to sin, but I do. I'm not going to sit here and hide behind it. Everybody sins, but to sit there and claim that you're a Christian and then turn around and belittle and bash people, that's crazy. That's crazy. What's boring, beach bum? Oh, let's get those likes up, y'all. Right. Oh, good morning, Max. What you got to say? Oh, Coop, the document on thumbnail case unlocked. I sent it to Facebook. Well, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, what time is it? About 33 after. So, we're going to, oh my goodness, somebody's coming in hot. I'm going to have to turn my notifications off, guys. Yeah, let's see who we got here. Oh, gotcha. Thank you, Venom. I got it, girly girl. All right. No more distractions. Let's get that turned off. Alrighty. Oh, Ray stream. That's what he's talking about. I kind of figured that's what he's talking about. I just wanted you to clarify for all them peoples in the back. You know what I'm saying? D spills the tea. Oh, there's Miss Miyagi. Did she miss her debut on the screen? She's usually sleeping when I'm live, guys. What you got to say, Jack? Ray acts more like a, yeah, he does. He sure does. I don't know. It's always gotten under my skin when I hear people trying to claim the godly stuff and then turn right around and they're putting videos up completely opposite of what they're preaching. Bone Sucker does that all the time. I'm a godly man. I'm a Christian man. But yet here, let me talk trash about Jeremy Hells and all of his followers. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're real godly there, brother. All right, Dangerous Rave, what you got to say? Jack, thank you for supporting the channel. Yes, thank you so much, Jack. Thank you. Matter of fact, let's get a big old thank you for old Jack.
Thank you, my friend.
All right, there we go. I'm getting behind on these things. I sure am. Rob Pate, what you got to say? Thank you, Coop. That is why you are high on my watch list. You know, I mean, I'm just coming at you with who I am. I'm not trying to pull punches. I'm not trying to hide behind politics. I'm not trying to hide behind Christianity or religion. You know, you take me as I am. I don't talk politics because I enjoy each and every one of you guys in this chat. I am of the age where political stuff is supposed to be kept private. It's your business and nobody else's business. That makes sense. If I want to talk politics, I'll go to somebody's channel that talks politics. Okay, but I don't talk politics here because I enjoy all of you guys. I like the diversity in my chat, you know, whether you're liberal or conservative, whether you don't follow politics at all. I love that. So why am I going to alienate somebody by preaching what I believe in? Okay. If I want to talk about what I believe in, I'll go to channels that are revolving around what I believe in. So I hope that answered your question a little bit there, Rob, with what you emailed me the other day. I hope that answers it a little bit. But you know, politics, I really don't play with very much anymore. But I that's not really high on my list of pet peeves. But you know, the Christianity stuff, that is very high on my list. When people preach Christianity and then act like Satan, that just, I can't stand that. Okay, what you got to say? If someone needs to tell me how godly they are, then they are not. Krusty, you nailed it. You nailed it right there. You nailed it. I don't think I could have ever said anything as good as that. You absolutely nailed that. Perfect. Oh, I believe I can fly. Well, you know, Taze, I'd like to see you fly. Shoot us a video. Oh, thanks for the reminder, Nanny. Okay, I don't know what y'all talking about, so you go right on ahead. All right, let's get caught up here again. All righty. All right, suspected that. All right, we got 331 fabulous souls. I already suspected that. I'm assuming you're answering what I said a while ago. All right, Rob. But yeah, most of the people in my chat, we're all, I'm not going to say elderly, but we're late 40s and above. Okay. It seems like most of our generation, as we've gotten older and the new generation coming up from behind us, they've just been taught different things. I mean, I know I grew up in what I considered a small town, Plant City, Florida. And we didn't have cell phones. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have all of the stuff technical wise that we have, technology that we have today. Okay. If you wanted to read something, you went and checked out a book. Okay. Or you picked up a newspaper. You didn't go to your phone. Phones had rotary dials. And then in the 80s, they came out with the push button phones. Okay. But we still, it was family raising family. Nowadays it's technology and the interwebs raising most of these people. Okay, so these people don't have morals instilled in them. They don't have a sense of worth when it comes to politics and Christianity and all that stuff. You gotta keep that stuff to yourself. The world doesn't need to know about it. Oh, what you got to say, Kitten Volunteer? What we did was common sense, right? I mean, if you wanted to call your girlfriend, your telephone at your house usually had like a 30-foot cord on it, you drug it to the bedroom and you talk to your friends or your girlfriends or whoever. Now you just pick your phone up and you can walk anywhere in the world with it and call somebody. I mean, now don't get me wrong. I'm not coming down on technology. I really enjoy the technology that we have today. But what I really enjoy is the way I was raised, okay, without all the technology. We had to do a lot of things different back then. We had to, if you wanted to play, you didn't sit in your house and play video games. You got up off your butt and you went outside and play. 9 times out of 10, your parents kicked you out of the house at daylight, and said, don't come back, come back later, at dark. We had an awesome, I still say it today, we had an awesome upbringing. Street lights came on, you're supposed to be home. I mean, think about it. Oh, there's Mama Coop. How you doing, babe? But think about it, guys. How many generations have they had since the 80s that actually came on at 10 o'clock at night and asked parents, where are your children at? I haven't heard that in I don't know how many years. I mean, now that's some wild stuff. Parents be watching the news and the newscaster has to remind them, hey, you checked on your kids lately? Where are they at? All right. So let's move on. Let's see what else we got to talk about today. Oh, Mama Coop comes in and look, everybody's having fun saying hello to Mama Coop. That's my sweetie. All right, I'm going to pull some stuff up here. We're going to start talking about some bar complaints. What you guys say? I think we're going to talk about them. Yeah, we're going to talk about them. Yes, we most certainly are. We got, and today I made sure and everything is turned on, so you guys will be able to see it right alongside of me. All right, we'll just blow this up a little bit. Chink, 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 so you guys can hear it and read it. And all right, let's get into this bar complaint. I find this interesting. This was the complaint that was taken out on Leslie. So let's read it a little bit. We'll talk about it a little bit. All right, y'all ready? All right. Let's go on and get some more. All righty. All righty. All righty. Come on. Come on. Come on. All right. There we go. Let's go see what the rest of this has got to say. Oh. All right. Well, Pete, what you got to say, brother? No, it was when mom started yelling out at all the kids' names in the neighborhood. Time for dinner. Right, Rob? Right? Thank you for the $5 super chat, brother. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. You guys are too generous. I love it. Just remember, guys and gals, it's always appreciated, but never expected. But thank you so much, Rob.
Thank you, my friend.
All right, let's get on with this. We'll get to 9. Cha-ching. All right. Oh, really? There's no sound? It's not reading any of this? Can you guys hear me? I'm talking. Dead air is so much fun. Oh, wow. So, can you hear me now? All right, guys. Paul, call Coop. Oh, no sound when you read it. Oh my goodness. Well, now, I don't know why that didn't work. So we're going to be starting that all over. I wish I'd have known that earlier. We wouldn't have went that far. All right. That's what happens when I get behind, guys. That's what happened. So you can hear me now. Okay. Okay. You are reading this document. We can't hear you. Okay. Okay. Mr. Coop talking. I can hear you. Yeah. Yes. Yes. No content. Rickles says, yes. So I'm assuming you guys can hear me right now. Just if you can hear me right now, just put a 1 in the chat. That'll tell me you can hear me right now. We hear you, but the minute you go to document, we can't. All right. So I'm going to have to work on that. Let's see if we can hear. We'll play this little bit right here and see if you guys can hear that. I will unshare it. Make sure everything is up and going. Chrome. All right. Formal complaint. Let's see. All right. Now you guys can hear me talking. I can see the ones. All right. Now see what's highlighted in blue? You guys do the same thing if you can hear that. I'm going to hit play right now. Okay, now do you guys hear that? I'm making sure before I continue on. No. Can't hear anything. Okay, let me try a different way. I've never used this function before, guys, so I don't know how it's going to work. So we're going to try it again because it was working yesterday. Maybe I have to do the whole window to the wall. All right. We'll go back here. Let's try this one. I might have to do the window. All right, we're going to start over with this right here. You ready? All right. We're going to try it again right now.
Complaint: the Florida Bar. Complainant files this complaint against Leslie Ann Federigo's respondent, pursuant to the rules regulating the Florida Bar, and alleges.
Now, tell me if you heard that. Stop highlighting the page. You have to highlight the page, Colleen. We are going into uncharted waters, folks. Oh, sure. You just get there you go. So you guys, you heard it that time. All right. All right. So what I have to do is I have to share the whole page there. Okay. I got you. I got you. So I'm going to shrink this back down and we're going to go just like this. And I'm going to try it down to here, guys, and see if you guys can hear that.
1. Respondent is and was at all times mentioned herein a member of the Florida Bar admitted on April 22, 2017 and is subject to the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court of Florida. 2. Respondent practiced law in Orange County, Florida, at all times material. 3. The 9th Judicial Circuit Grievance Committee C found probable cause to file this complaint pursuant to Rule 3 to 7.4 of the rules regulating the Florida Bar, and this complaint has been approved by the presiding member of that committee.
Come on now. Let's try it again. We'll just stop it right there. All right.
4. Respondent made unprofessional remarks and disparaging statements about opposing counsel and the trial judge in letters, emails, and court pleadings. 5. Respondent represented the plaintiff in case number 06-2019 SAR 025569A in the Circuit Court of the 17th Judicial Circuit of Florida before Circuit Court Judge Carlos Rodriguez. 6. On August 4, 2020, a hearing was held on the defendant's motion to dismiss and motion for sanctions pursuant to Florida Statute Section 57.105. On August 5, 2020, opposing counsel, Daniel Rose, emailed respondent a proposed order. On August 6, 2020, the order granting motion to dismiss was filed. 7. On August 6, 2020, respondent emailed opposing counsel, Daniel Rose, and others, in response to the August 6, 2020 motion to take judicial notice of Judge Carlos A. Rodriguez's order in the related family law case. The email stated, "This is a fraudulent order and I will be taking this up with the court. This order was not approved and Mr. Rose has altered it. I will be immediately contacting the judge who, signature appears on this order." 8. On August 6, 2020, respondent E filed the motion to vacate order signed on the 8th of July 2020, which alleged, on August 5, 2020, the defendant's counsel submitted the unapproved order to this court and this court signed off on it, and, on August 6, 2020, the defendant altered the order and submitted it for judicial notice in family court, Exhibit B. In the motion, respondent sought to have the order vacated and opposing counsel sanctioned for fraud upon the court. On August 6, 2020, Respondent E filed a motion for rehearing dated July 6, 2020 stating, the defendant inserted these alleged facts without plaintiff's knowledge or approval, and sought to have him sanctioned for submitting the order to the court. Thereafter, on August 7, 2020, Respondent E filed another motion for rehearing also dated July 6, 2020. In the second motion, Respondent alleged, the order brought up alleged facts never spoken about in the hearing, bringing up names of people never spoken about. 3. This court needs to reconsider their position as we have the transcripts from the hearing and this is an abuse of discretion. 4. This order states issues and alleged facts never pled during the hearing. Is this justice? Is there something going on in this court that they have handled this as such? 5. Read the order this court entered and read the transcripts. How is this justice?
Oh, now guys and gals, this is just the complaint that was taken out against her. Okay, so it gets juicier. We have 12 pages of this stuff.
On August 7, 2020, the court entered an order denying respondent's motion for rehearing and motion to vacate. 12. On August 7, 2020, respondent emailed Judge Rodriguez's judicial assistant, Lizette Machiniak, a letter. In the body of the email, respondent wrote, here is a COURTSEY, sick, copy of a filed letter to the Honorable Judge. The subject line of the email read, please give to Judge IT has been filed. The online court file does not reflect this letter being filed in the case. 13. In the attached undated letter to Judge Rodriguez, respondent stated, you have entered an order that stated people names and issues never pled during a hearing. How is this fair and just? I respect the law, but do not respect lack of ethics. This is unethical. I ordered the transcripts and your order completely is far-stretched. I know many judges and I respect their fairness, including appellate court judges. You are abusing your discretion. It's easily proven by reading the transcripts and reading your order.
See, now, guys and gals, this is the kind of stuff that these idiot lawyers like Bubbles and Flips and Paint Chips, this is the kind of garbage that they do that gets them in trouble. Okay, you've got a judge. The judge is sitting up in the big chair. Okay, he's the one overseeing all of this stuff. At the end of the day, he makes the final decision. Why in the world are you going to antagonize a judge that's presiding over what you're trying to do? It makes no sense. Makes no sense.
On August 7, 2020, respondent filed a second motion for rehearing. 15. On August 7, 2020, respondent's legal assistant forwarded to Judge Rodriguez and Judge Feinstock's judicial assistants an email from respondent dated August 6, 2020. The email was a reply to opposing counsel and stated in part, per Ms. Federigo's, opposing counsel Daniel Rose filed a fraudulent order on the civil case and has attempted to connect it to our client's family law case, FMCE 12014203. Ms. Federigo's has since filed a motion for rehearing on that order. Since the most recent civil order filed by opposing counsel is fraudulent, as will be evidenced via transcript, it should have no bearing on Monday's family law hearing, on August 10, 2020 at 1:30 to 4:30 p.m., for individual therapy for the minor children and intensive reunification therapy for the minor children and our client Sarada Rose. Emphasis in original. On August 9, 2020, respondent filed an amended motion for rehearing, also dated July 6, 2020, where she took out the accusatory statements from her August 7, 2020 motion for rehearing. 17. On August 13, 2020, the court issued its order denying motion to vacate dismissal. In the order, the court granted respondent's amended motion for rehearing. 18. Respondent stated, in her response to the bar, that she initially believed opposing counsel fraudulently submitted an order that differed from the one he originally presented to her. However, respondent later realized that Judge Rodriguez had drafted the order. 19. On September 10, 2020, a rehearing, by videoconference, was held regarding the order. Judge Rodriguez acknowledged the respondent was correct. However, Judge Rodriguez took issue with respondent's notice of gross misstatement of facts and the fact that the notice states, gross misstatement of facts. The court went on to state, I mean some of the things you're filing, counsel, are kind of insulting, insulting to the court and insulting to opposing counsel. You're making some very serious allegations of fraud against opposing counsel.
Now, if you guys remember, she's trying to make light of all of this stuff with the bar. She's basically trying to say it was no big deal. Well, it was a big deal. It got her in some hot water.
Based in part on respondent's apology to opposing counsel for accusing him of submitting a fraudulent order, the judge vacated the order and dismissed the case without prejudice to raise the issues in the family court. The court also stated he would forget about the sanctions. I mean, you've apologized, and there was mistake in there by me, and I'll forget about it. Opposing counsel acknowledged the respondent apologized to him. Yes, she actually called me and apologized, which, honestly, no lawyer has really done. So it did take a lot for opposing counsel to do that. 21. In a letter to the bar dated September 10, 2020, respondent wrote, it was not until I provided him, Judge Rodriguez, with my response to this inquiry and let him know that I would be turning this response and exhibits over during this inquiry from the Florida bar, that he vacated the order and stated it was a mistake. Respondent repeatedly reiterated that Judge Rodriguez did not act until the court knew that respondent was turning the information over to the bar during the inquiry.
So she apologized. She knew that she did wrong, tried to apologize to get out of getting in trouble. Well, guess what? The bar didn't listen to none of it. They went after her.
22. In a document titled Response to Inquiry by the Florida Bar dated September 10, 2020, respondent wrote, I apologize for questioning the judiciary and having an emotional response in my second motion for rehearing. I recognize I could have handled that in a less accusatory manner. That was why within 2 days of filing the second motion for rehearing, I amended it to read, strictly on legal arguments. 23. In the October 28, 2020 email correspondence to the bar, respondent stated, unfortunately, the judge had no intention of changing his order until the Florida bar was brought in. 24. By reason of the foregoing, respondent has violated the following rules regulating the Florida bar. 3 to 4.3 Misconduct and minor misconduct. The standards of professional conduct to be observed by members of the bar are not limited to the observance of rules and avoidance of prohibited acts, and the enumeration herein of certain categories of misconduct as constituting grounds for discipline shall not be deemed to be all-inclusive, nor shall the failure to specify any particular act of misconduct be construed as tolerance thereof. The commission by a lawyer of any act that is unlawful or contrary to honesty and justice, whether the act is committed in the course of the attorney's relations as an attorney or otherwise, whether committed within or outside the state of Florida, and whether or not the act is a felony or misdemeanor, may constitute a cause for discipline.
All right. Now, this BC and all of this stuff, this is basically just breaking down apparently the laws and the rules that she broke is what most of this is. But yeah, she got in some doo-doo. She got in some doo-doo. Yes, she did. We'll just go ahead and let Mr. British boy read it all.
B. 4 to 8.2. Impugning qualifications and integrity of judges or other officers. A lawyer shall not make a statement that the lawyer knows to be false or with reckless disregard as to its truth or falsity concerning the qualifications or integrity of a judge, mediator, arbitrator, adjudicatory officer, public legal officer, juror or member of the venire, or candidate for election or appointment to judicial or legal office. C. 4 to 8.4. D. A lawyer shall not engage in conduct in connection with the practice of law that is prejudicial to the administration of justice, including to knowingly, or through callous indifference, disparage, humiliate, or discriminate against litigants, jurors, witnesses, court personnel, or other lawyers on any basis, including, but not limited to, on account of race, ethnicity, gender, religion, national origin, disability, marital status, sexual orientation, age, socioeconomic status, employment, or physical characteristic. D. Oath of admission. I do solemnly swear. I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of Florida. I will maintain the respect due to courts of justice and judicial officers. I will not counsel or maintain any suit or proceedings which shall appear to me to be unjust, nor any defense except such as I believe to be honestly debatable under the law of the land. I will employ for the purpose of maintaining the causes confided to me such means only as are consistent with truth and honor, and will never seek to mislead the judge or jury by any artifice or false statement of fact or law. I will maintain the confidence and preserve inviolate the secrets of my clients, and will accept no compensation in connection with their business except from them or with their knowledge and approval. To opposing parties and their counsel, I pledge fairness, integrity, and civility, not only in court, but also in all written and oral communications. I will abstain from all offensive personality and advance no fact prejudicial to the honor or reputation of a party or witness, unless required by the justice of the cause with which I am charged. I will never reject, from any consideration personal to myself, the cause of the defenseless or oppressed, or delay anyone's cause for lucre or malice. So help me God. Well, the Florida Bar prays respond be appropriately disciplined in accordance with the provisions of the rules regulating the Florida Bar as amended.
And that is it. That's the complaint, guys. This is what got her in trouble. Okay, this little piece right up here. Come on, let's go. This right here is what got her toasted.
You have entered an order that stated people names and issues never pled during a hearing. How is this fair and just? I respect the law, but do not respect lack of ethics. This is unethical. I ordered the transcripts and your order completely is far-stretched. I know many judges and I respect their fairness, including appellate court judges. You are abusing your discretion. It's easily proven by reading the transcripts and reading your order.
She's literally calling him out on his ethics. These kind of lawyers just, they amaze me. If you guys think about it, you look at Bubbles, you look at Paint Chips, you look at her. This is the kind of garbage that gets these people disbarred. Although I'm not saying that she was disbarred. She permanently retired, she says. Okay. But this is what's got her in trouble. She's questioning the judge and the judge's ethics. I mean, this guy's probably been sitting on the bench longer than she's been alive, more than likely. So he's got experience at what he's doing. And here she's calling him out on shit that she thinks is wrong. That's absolutely crazy. Oh, my goodness. Okay, this is conditional guilt. Guilty plea for contestant. Is that the right one? Report from referee. And this is the order. Okay. Okay, I think this is the one where Supreme Court. Yeah, this is the one where she got in trouble. Yeah, this is the one where they made judgment on her. Now, I should be able, it should just keep right on playing.
Conditional guilty plea for consent judgment comes now. The undersigned respondent, Leslie Ann Furtery, goes and files this conditional guilty plea pursuant to Rule 3 to 7.9 of the rules regulating the Florida Bar. 1. Respondent is, and at all times mentioned herein was, a member of the Florida Bar, subject to the jurisdiction of the Supreme Court of Florida. 2. Respondent is acting freely and voluntarily in this matter and tenders this plea without fear or threat of coercion. Respondent is represented in this matter. 3. As to case no. SC 21 to 549, the Florida Bar file no 2021 to 30,122, 9C. There has been a finding of probable cause by the grievance committee.
So they did find probable cause. Cha-ching.
4. As to the Florida Bar file no 2021 30,730, 9C, respondent waives a finding of probable cause. 5. The disciplinary measures to be imposed upon respondent are as follows: a public reprimand to be administered by publication. B. Respondent shall attend the Florida Bar's advertising workshop within 6 months of the court's order in this matter. Respondent will pay the $750 fee for her attendance at advertising workshop prior to attendance. C. A 1-year period of probation with the following conditions. I. Respondent will participate actively in the program offered by Florida Lawyers Assistance, Inc. FLA, Inc., by signing a rehabilitation contract with that organization within 30 days of the order of the Supreme Court of Florida. Respondent's probation period will not begin until respondent has signed and returned her rehabilitation contract to FLA, Inc. If respondent is already under contract with FLA, Inc., then the 1 year of probation will run from the date of the court's order. Respondent shall.
All right. You see right there, $750, okay, for her attendance at a workshop. Okay, this is one of the things she got fined with right here.
Follow all recommendations by Florida Lawyers Assistance, Inc., during the entire probation period. E. Respondent will pay a FLA, Inc. registration fee of $250 and a probation monitoring fee of $100 per month directly to FLA, Inc. during the period of probation. E. The Florida Bar will monitor respondent's compliance with her FLA, Inc. rehabilitation contract, including non-payment of the monthly monitoring fees. Should respondent fail to pay FLA, Inc., respondent's failure to pay will be reported to the bar and the bar will follow up with regard to respondent's non-compliance, up to and including holding respondent in contempt for failure to pay the monthly monitoring fees. D. Payment of the bar's disciplinary costs. 6. The following allegations and rules provide the basis for respondent's guilty plea and for the discipline to be imposed in this matter.
So she has to pay $100 a month while she's on probation. Wow. And that's for a year. Wow. Wow. Where was the other thing? $750. Then there was another one for $250 of probation monitoring fee of $100 per month. Wow. For a period of probation. Oh, was she on probation for only 2.5 months? No, I don't know. Anyway, the Florida Bar file number.
The Florida Bar File No. 2021 to 30,122, 9C. A respondent made unprofessional remarks and disparaging statements about opposing counsel and the trial judge in letters, emails, and court pleadings. Respondent represented the.
Now, you guys remember when Bubbles was filing all those emails with the court in the Granger case, in the Trespass 5 case? Remember how he was talking to the judge? Basically telling the judge he didn't know what his job was. He's not a Florida lawyer. I'll bet you anything. That's the reason why they have this Connecticut guy with the bar down here in Florida now. Well, he's probably not down here, but he's filed a motion with the bar here in Florida, or with the courts here in Florida. I think they're going to go after Bubbles for basically this same stuff. I'm betting. Anyway, let's pull this. Nope. We'll go one run. Yeah.
Plaintiff in case number 06-2019 SAR 0255669A. In the Circuit Court of the 17th Judicial Circuit of Florida before Circuit Court Judge Carlos Rodriguez. On August 4, 2020, a hearing was held on the defendant's motion to dismiss and motion for sanctions pursuant to Florida Statute Section 57.105. On August 5, 2020, opposing counsel, Daniel Rose, emailed respondent a proposed order. On August 6, 2020, the order granting motion to dismiss was entered. B. On August 6, 2020, and August 7, 2020, respondent filed multiple motions and sent emails to opposing counsel and the court that accusing opposing counsel of submitting a fraudulent order. On August 9, 2020, respondent filed an amended motion for rehearing, also dated July 6, 2020, where she removed the accusatory statements from her August 7, 2020, motion for rehearing. C. In her response to the bar, respondent stated that she initially believed opposing counsel fraudulently submitted an order that differed from the one he originally presented to her. However, respondent later realized that Judge Rodriguez had drafted the order that was entered.
So she's done a lot of hinky stuff. Now, guys, I'm not saying that this is the reason why she retired. Okay, I have no idea. But in my honest opinion, I think this has a whole lot to do with the reason why she retired. I do. She got slapped on the wrist Pretty good. I mean, think about it, guys. Their homes, both their homes are in foreclosure. Okay. She took out these frivolous lawsuits against Jeremy, George, Jay, and all of these people. And I think the last one she filed, she didn't even pay for. She tried getting it in there and it got thrown out because she didn't pay the filing fee. I think she paid $4 of a $400 filing fee. So by her getting slapped with $1,700 and some odd dollars in fines and fees, I'm going to say that has a big decision. Oh, good morning, William. How you doing? Tracy, good morning. Good morning. How you doing? Or afternoon, evening, wherever you may be from. Angie, good morning. Oh, what you got to say, Angie? She states that Megan Fox stated to retire to save from being barred. In Lips's words, she retired to be a full-time mother. Bullshit. I call bullshit. That's my opinion. That's not a fact. I don't know. But my opinion is, because I mean, why would you spend 4 years in law school and become a lawyer, and then all of a sudden you're going to retire to take care of your kids? Who was taking care of your kids while you were in law school? Who was taking care of your kids while you were practicing law? Because her kids are older than what she's claiming. I could understand if she was pregnant during law school and then became a lawyer and then wanted to retire to take care of the small babies, but they weren't small babies. So I think she's full of crap. I think she retired, and she has made the statements in the past that she does not like or trust the laws. So why would she stay practicing law? So she just took all that money and all that time she spent in college and just pissed it away because she wanted to raise kids, she says. I call BS on that. I really do. Why would anybody in their right mind put in that much time and effort and money to go to school to become a lawyer and then practice law and then retire to take care of family all of a sudden? It doesn't make sense. I mean, that's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. Oh, she only files lawsuits just to get into the books to make everybody look bad. Right? Right, Big Al? That's a good theory. Oh, it's still morning here. It's 12:15 in the afternoon for me, Tracy. Sure is. Sure is. All right. We're going to get on with the show here. I think I left off right here. We're going to read this little bit.
D. On September 10th, 2020, a rehearing, by video conference, was held regarding the August 6, 2020, order.
And I think I'm going to do this whole page here because I'm going to turn my heater off while you guys listen to this real quick. I'll blow it back up here in just a second, guys. I'm just going to take a second to chink, chink. And you guys listen to this, and I'm going to turn my heater off.
Granting motion to dismiss. Prior to the hearing, respondent called and apologized to opposing counsel for accusing him of submitting a fraudulent order. The judge had realized that there was a mistake in the August 6, 2020, order as drafted and, in light of respondent's apology, declined to impose sanctions against respondent and vacated the August 6, 2020, order. E. Pursuant to this conditional guilty plea, respondent admits to violating the following rules regulating the Florida Bar in the Florida Bar File No. 2021 30122, 9C, 3 to 4.3, misconduct and minor misconduct, 4-8.2, impugning qualifications and integrity of judges or other officers, 4-8.4, D, misconduct, and oath of admission to the Florida Bar. The Florida Bar File No. 2021 to 30,730, 9C, F on or about March 29, 2021, respondent posted a video to her YouTube channel titled, In Re Guardianship of John Doe. In the video clip, respondent discussed a guardianship matter that she described as another heavily litigated case of mine, and detailed facts related to the parties and legal issues. Complainant, an attorney who represented a temporary guardian in a case similar to the one described by respondent, filed a bar grievance alleging that.
Oh, so she was literally posting videos at this time too. Boy, she just doesn't learn that YouTube is not her friend.
Respondent was discussing the confidential guardianship proceeding where he represented the temporary guardian in the video. In the video, respondent represented that she had spoken to the guardian in the case and described the purported conversation. Complainant alleged that, if this were true, it would constitute a violation of Rule 4 to 4.2 as the guardian was represented by him and he had not given consent for respondent to speak with his client. G. In addition, complainant alleged that some of the details provided in the video were false or exaggerations of the truth and disparaged the professional guardian and the court system. In response to the complaint, respondent denied that she was discussing the case in which complainant represented the guardian and stated that she was using a fictional account to educate the public about the issues and dangers of professional guardians. While respondent utilized stock video footage and stock photos, respondent did not provide any written or verbal disclaimers that this was a dramatization and not an actual event. H. Pursuant to this conditional guilty plea, respondent admits to violating the following rules regulating the Florida Bar in the Florida Bar File No. 2021 30730, 9C, 4 to 7.13, deceptive and inherently misleading advertisements, and 4 to 8.4, D, misconduct. 7. In mitigation, respondent does not have a prior disciplinary history, Florida Standards for Imposing Lawyer Sanctions 3.3, B, 1. Respondent was suffering from serious mental health problems during the time that the misconduct occurred. 3.3, B, 3, 8. Respondent has been cooperative by voluntarily submitting to an evaluation through Florida Lawyers Assistance, Inc., and she has made full and free disclosure to the bar. 3.3, B, 5. Respondent was admitted to the Florida Bar in 2017 and is inexperienced in the practice of law. 3.3, B, 6. And she has expressed remorse for her misconduct. 3.3, B, 12. In aggravation, respondent engaged in multiple offenses. 3.2, B, 4.
So, this is where her trying to play the I'm crazy person all started with her career. She's trying to blame inexperience and the fact that she has mental illnesses. Why is she claims to be mental, but yet says she retired to take care of kids, take care of family. To me, that posts a lot of red flags, guys. I mean, if you're having mental problems and you can't perform your job as a lawyer, why are those kids being raised by her? Why did she step down from being a lawyer to take care of children if she has mental issues? Huh. That's an interesting thing to think about. Sure is.
8. The Florida Bar has approved this proposed plea in the manner required by Rule 3 to 7.9. 9. If this plea is not finally approved by the referee and the Supreme Court of Florida, then it shall be of no effect and may not be used by the parties in any way. 10. If this plea is approved, then respondent agrees to pay all reasonable costs associated with this case pursuant to Rule 3 to 7.6, Q, in the amount of $1,710. These costs are due within 30 days of the court order. Respondent agrees that if the costs are not paid within 30 days of this court's order becoming final, respondent shall pay interest on any unpaid costs at the statutory rate. Respondent further agrees not to attempt to discharge the obligation for payment of the bar's costs in any future proceedings, including but not limited to a petition for bankruptcy. Respondent shall be deemed delinquent and ineligible to practice law pursuant to Rule 1 to 3.6 if the cost judgment is not satisfied within 30 days of the final court order, unless deferred by the Board of Governors of the Florida Bar. Respondent acknowledges the obligation to pay the costs of this proceeding and that payment is evidence of strict compliance with the conditions of any disciplinary order or agreement and is also evidence of good faith and fiscal responsibility. Respondent understands that failure to pay the costs of this proceeding may reflect adversely on any reinstatement proceedings or any other bar disciplinary matter in which respondent is involved. 12. This conditional guilty plea for consent judgment fully complies with all requirements of the rules regulating the Florida Bar.
Oh, Rogue, I agree with you completely. I do. I'm just questioning Just questioning. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with her raising her kids. I'm just putting the question out there. If she can't handle her job because of her mental disabilities, should they be looking at whether or not she can take care of small children having these same mental deficiencies? I mean, I'm not saying she can't. I'm not even saying that she retired because of all of this. I'm just putting questions out there. I have a college degree, and when I got pregnant, I put my career second. Right. That's what a lot of people do. There's nothing wrong with that. But she had the kids before all of this, is what I'm getting at. The kids weren't a problem. They were smaller when she started going to school. They were smaller, but by the time she retired, what she practiced for 3 years, 2 years, 3 years, something like that, maybe 4. So that's what, 8 years? All right. So makes you wonder, boys and girls, makes you wonder. Now, I'm not here to condemn the woman at all. I could care less about her and her degrees or her retirement or none of that shit. All I'm doing is bringing this up as fact and letting you come to your own conclusions. That's what I'm doing. She claims that she is a smart lawyer because she has all of these degrees. Oh, I couldn't be a lawyer and a good mom and deal with my depression, ADHD. I had to cut back on the work. I don't see how anybody can be a lawyer and have a family. To me, that's one of those callings that you're going to have to choose, in my opinion. I mean, unless your law practice is something, minor, simple, like writing up wills and stuff. But the kind of stuff that she's doing, this kind of stuff, I would assume requires a lot of concentration, fighting guardianship. So if she's putting all of her energy into her profession, her family's has to suffer for that. But I don't think she retired because of family. I think she retired because of this stuff right here. That's what I honestly believe. All right. Report referee accepting consent judgment in summary.
Report of referee accepting consent judgment L. Summary of proceedings pursuant to the undersigned being duly appointed as referee to conduct disciplinary proceedings herein according to Rule 3 to 7.6, Rules of Discipline. The following proceedings occurred. On April 13, 2021, the Florida Bar filed its complaint against respondent in SC 21549. The Florida Bar File No. 2021 30122, 9C. As to the Florida Bar File No. 2021 30730, 9C, respondent waived a finding of probable cause by the Grievance Committee. All of the aforementioned pleadings, responses thereto, exhibits received in evidence, and this report constitute the record in this case and are forwarded to the Supreme Court of Florida.
What you got to say, Matthew? Lips cannot practice anymore. The bar told Megan that, or they will reinvestigate her status and potentially fines. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Now you heard it here, boys and girls. I vaguely remember Megan saying something about that. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah. If Megan says that she contacted somebody, I believe Megan when she says she contacted somebody. Megan's not going to put herself out there and say she did something that she didn't do and create some hinky down the road. Right. Okay, let's continue. Finding of facts. Let's go. All right.
A. Jurisdictional statement. Respondent is, and at all times mentioned during this investigation was, a member of the Florida Bar, subject to the jurisdiction and disciplinary rules of the Supreme Court of Florida. B. Narrative summary of case. The Florida Bar File No. 2021 to 30122, 9C. Respondent made unprofessional remarks and disparaging statements about opposing counsel and the trial judge in letters, emails, and court pleadings. Respondent represented the plaintiff in case number 06-2019 SAR 025569A in the Circuit Court of the 17th Judicial Circuit of Florida before Circuit Court Judge Carlos Rodriguez. On August 4, 2020, a hearing was held on the defendant's motion to dismiss and motion for sanctions pursuant to Florida Statute Section 57.105. On August 5, 2020, opposing counsel, Daniel Rose, emailed respondent a proposed order. On August 6, 2020, the order granting motion to dismiss was entered. On August 6, 2020, and August 7, 2020, respondent filed multiple motions and sent emails to opposing counsel and the court that accusing opposing counsel of submitting a fraudulent order. On August 9, 2020, respondent filed an amended motion for rehearing, also dated July 6, 2020, where she removed the accusatory statements from her August 7, 2020, motion for rehearing. In her response to the bar, respondent stated that she initially believed opposing counsel fraudulently submitted an order that differed from the one he originally presented to her. However, respondent later realized that Judge Rodriguez had drafted the order that was entered. On September 10, 2020, a rehearing, by videoconference, was held regarding the August 6, 2020, order granting motion to dismiss. Prior to the hearing, respondent called and apologized to opposing counsel for accusing him of submitting a fraudulent order. The judge had realized that there was a mistake in the August 6, 2020, order as drafted and, in light of respondent's apology, declined to impose sanctions against respondent and vacated the August 6, 2020, order.
I hear you, Rogue. I hear you. I hear you. I do. But judging off the actions that we've seen out of this woman, okay, I question whether or not she's using that as a crutch. You, on the other hand, I believe 100%, everything you've said. Her, on the other hand, I don't know. I don't know if she is using that as a crutch or if she is seriously got something wrong with her. I don't know. Okay. I don't have any plans to even dig into it. I don't care. But judging just on her actions alone from what we've seen on YouTube, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's a mental thing with her or not. I have no idea. Her mental illness is not an excuse, but it is an explanation of her behavior, especially if she is dealing with bipolar. I don't know. All I know is she's a loon. And so if she's got so many problems, here's a bar complaint that got her in trouble. She's known for filing frivolous lawsuits, one after another, after another, after another. Okay. She's now went on the attack of WhatTheHales. If she's got something mentally wrong with her, someone needs to step in and help the woman. And when I mean help, they need to get her off of social media. That's why I question her mental stability, as she's making it out worse than what it actually is. Because I'm sorry, just the behavior that we've seen on YouTube alone, why hasn't somebody in the family, her husband or somebody, stepped in to help this woman if she's truly got something mental wrong with her? That's my question. That's the question I'm having with it all. Oh, I know, Rogue. I know you're not defending her, girly girl. I know. I'm just questioning if she's got so many problems, why are people allowing her to continuously put herself in jeopardy, especially going after people like WhatTheHales? That's the question I'm having. She is still responsible for her actions. Exactly, Rogue. But like I said, I'm questioning why, if she's so distraught mentally, why is she on social media? I mean, her husband has to realize, look at the money this is going to end up costing them down the road, just because she wants the spotlight and the attention on YouTube. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't think he can. And she has her family. Oh yeah, you got that right. Alienated her family. Exactly. She was not expecting Jeremy to waive service and say, yeah, let's go for it, right? Her husband can't control her. That's for sure. That's for sure. I think she's got a little box that she walks around with in her purse that's got his nuts in them. That's my opinion. Oh, what you got to say, Buff Dome Man? Exactly, Coop. The adults in the room need to step up. Felicia is using her craziness to try and benefit her. Well, we know, Buff Dome Man, you are 100% right on that, brother. 100%. Felicia will use anyone that she thinks she can exploit to make cash. Why do you think he is turning off her? Yeah. Well, does anybody remember how long ago that was that she called the police, law enforcement? I don't think that's anything here recently. All right, let's get on with the show. We'll get the rest of this read, and then we'll talk about it for a little while, because I still have to play In the Clouds stuff.
The Florida Bar File Now, 2021 to 30,730, 9C, on or about March 29, 2021, respondent posted a video to her YouTube channel titled, In Re-Guardianship of John Doe. In the video clip, respondent discussed a guardianship matter that she described as another heavily litigated case of mine, and detailed facts related to the parties and legal issues. Complainant, an attorney who represented a temporary guardian in a case similar to the one described by respondent, filed a bar grievance alleging that respondent was discussing the confidential guardianship proceeding where he represented the temporary guardian in the video. In the video, respondent represented that she had spoken to the guardian in the case and described the purported conversation. Complainant alleged that, if this were true, it would constitute a violation of Rule 4 to 4.2 as the guardian was represented by him and he had not given consent for respondent to speak with his client. In addition, complainant alleged that some of the details provided in the video were false or exaggerations of the truth and disparaged the professional guardian and the court system. In response to the complaint, respondent denied that she was discussing the case in which complainant represented the guardian and stated that she was using a fictional account to educate the public about the issues and dangers of professional guardians. While respondent utilized stock video footage and stock photos, respondent did not provide any written or verbal disclaimers that this was a dramatization and not an actual event. Recommendations as to guilt. Recommend that respondent be found guilty of violating the following rules regulating the Florida Bar in the Florida Bar File No 2021 30122, 9C, 3 to 4.3, misconduct and minor misconduct, 4-8.2, impugning qualifications and integrity of judges or other officers, 4-8.4, D, misconduct, and oath of admission to the Florida Bar. Also recommend that respondent be found guilty of violating the following rules regulating the Florida Bar in the Florida Bar File No 2021 30730, 9C, 4 to 7.13, deceptive and inherently misleading advertisements, and 4 to 8.4, D, misconduct. IV, standards for imposing lawyer sanctions. Considered the following standards prior to recommending discipline. 6.1 False statements, fraud, and misrepresentation. C. Public reprimand is appropriate when a lawyer is negligent either in determining whether statements or documents are false or in taking remedial action when material information is being withheld. 7.0 Violations of other duties owed as a professional. C. Public reprimand is appropriate when a lawyer negligently engages in conduct that is a violation of a duty owed as a professional and causes injury or potential injury to a client, the public, or the legal system.
All right, guys, before we continue on with this, I want to make it absolutely clear. I do not know Leslie Federico's personally. I don't know her living situation. I don't know anything to do with her kids or her husband. That's none of my business. Do not contact anyone regarding her or her family unless you know them personally. Okay, if you don't know them personally, we have no rights to mess with these people. Okay, let Jeremy handle it in court. I am not saying that she is a bad mother. I'm not saying that she's a bad wife. What I'm saying is she's a lunatic that's been turned loose onto the interwebs. All right. She's causing havoc that's going to cost her and her family a lot of money if someone doesn't step in and help this woman. Am I saying go out there and call people? No, I am not. I'm telling you the exact opposite. Don't call anyone. It's not our place. There you go, Rogue. Get 'em, girl. These are just my thoughts and opinions on what's going on. Okay. That's all they are. And then you guys, you can come up with your own thoughts and opinions on what you hear. Thank you, Rogue, for posting that.
3.2 B. Aggravating factors. 4. Multiple offenses. 3.3 B. Mitigating factors. 1. Absence of a prior disciplinary record. 3. Personal or emotional problems. 5. Full and free disclosure to the bar or cooperative attitude toward the proceedings. 6. Inexperience in the practice of law. Respondent was admitted in 2017. 8. Physical or mental disability or impairment or substance-related disorder. And 12. Remorse.
Who was that? What was that? Big Al. People like Leslie are very, very dangerous. They can be. Now, the way I look at her is dangerous. I don't think she's dangerous physically, but I think she's dangerous when it comes to filing these frivolous lawsuits that can ultimately hurt somebody financially. Okay. If you have a grievance with someone, oh, I do not go in real life ever. I understand that, Rogue. If you have grievances with somebody and you think somebody has damaged you in some way, whether it be verbally or whatever, you have the right to sue them. But to take out lawsuits on people that have done nothing wrong to you, that you're not going to see completely through. Okay, say for instance in Orlando, Florida, it costs what, $400? Just say $400 to file a case. Okay, she comes in, she's got a bone to pick with, say, Lisa, and she files a case against Lisa. It costs her $400 to file it. Okay, and then I don't know how much it costs to have somebody served. I know Jeremy has said in the past that it costs him around $2,000 to have somebody served. I don't know the ins and outs on that, but just let's say $2,000. Okay, so now she's got $2,400 to have Lisa served. Well, now Lisa's got to go out and she's got to get a lawyer. Okay, because surely you don't want to try and represent yourself in this stuff. You need somebody that's versed in the law to do it for you. So she's got to hire a lawyer. These lawyers can charge you for a retaining fee anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 for a retaining fee. Who has that kind of money laying around? Not a lot of people have that kind of money just laying around in their sock drawer. So now that you've put a lawyer on retainer, and then now she goes and she drops it. She just dismisses it. She gets rid of it. Now it's already cost you out of your pocket. Okay. Yes, your lawyer that you just put on retainer can go after them for sanctions and can go after them for lawyer fees for filing a frivolous lawsuit. But how much more money is that going to cost you? While she's sitting back over here, sipping Mai Tais, laughing at the whole thing. That's what makes her dangerous. Because not a lot of people have that kind of money just laying around anywhere. That's why you take, for instance, Lynette filing her indigenous status is so ludicrous. How can somebody take out a lawsuit on another individual and not have to pay a dang dime for any of it, and then cost that person a crap ton of money, and then they turn around and drop it? I mean, how does that work, guys? I think anybody that's filing a lawsuit should have to pay the same as everybody else. I don't think there should be any exceptions. I don't care if you're indigent or not. That's just my opinion on it. Because why should you be able to sue someone and it not cost you a dime when the person you're suing, it's going to cost them everything that they have? It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. Oh, retainer for my son's cause was $30,000. Yep. his mother cashed in part of her 401k to put that up for his. Yeah, exactly. And see, that's what a lot. I mean, Jeremy, he makes good money. There's no doubt in it. He gets up every day, and they work from the time they get up to the time they go to bed. He's working for what he has. He can handle these people. But just normal individuals, normal Joe and Sally that lives across the street, that are just hardworking individuals, paying their mortgage, doing everything right. Next thing you know, they got some lunatic like Leslie suing them. Now they've got to figure out where they're going to get the money just to defend themselves in court. That's what I'm talking about right there, guys. All in a nutshell. This crazy woman, she doesn't need to be anywhere near the legal scene, in my opinion.
Versus case law. Considered the following case law prior to recommending discipline. In the Florida Bar versus McCallum, 2019 WL 6,873,032, FLA, 2019, unpublished disposition. The court suspended McCallum for 15 days and required her to attend the Florida Bar's ethics school after approving the referee's findings of fact and recommendations of guilt and disapproving the referee's recommended discipline of a public reprimand. In a series of letters, McCallum wrote to the Chief Judge and General Counsel of the Fifth Judicial Circuit accusing two sitting circuit court judges of misconduct. McCallum implied that the first judge may be involved in illegal activity and that his conduct should be investigated. McCallum's statements also impugned others in the court system. McCallum accused the second judge of being biased against her. Video recordings of court proceedings referenced by McCallum did not support her accusations against the judges. In the Florida Bar versus Adowichenko, 148 so, 3D 774, unpublished disposition, FLA, 2014, the court approved the uncontested referee's report and publicly reprimanded Adowichenko. On 3 separate occasions in court, Adowichenko's behavior was inappropriate and disrespectful. In one instance he filed motions alleging fraud on the court. He also filed a recusal motion in court alleging potential collusion between a judge and co-counsel. McCallum's misconduct is distinguishable from the conduct of respondent. McCallum's misconduct was more egregious, occurring over a longer period of time. McCallum had substantial experience in the practice of law and demonstrated little evidence of remorse. In the Florida Bar versus Stopper, 147 so, 3D 530, unpublished disposition, FLA, 2014, the court approved the uncontested referees report and publicly reprimanded Stopper and required his attendance at the Florida Bar's ethics school. Stopper drafted a motion by oral dictation and did not revise or review it once it was typed. As a result, he failed to remove inappropriate language before it was filed with the court. In the motion, Stopper impugned the integrity of the judge. In the Florida Bar versus Ray, 797 so, 2D 556, FLA, 2001, Ray was publicly reprimanded for 3 letters written to the chief immigration judge in Virginia questioning a judge's veracity, integrity, and fairness at a hearing involving Ray's client with reckless disregard as to truth or falsity of such statements. VI. Recommendation as to disciplinary measures to be applied. Recommend that respondent be found guilty of misconduct justifying disciplinary measures, and that he be disciplined by a public reprimand to be administered by publication. B. Respondent shall attend the Florida Bar's advertising workshop within 6 months of the court's order in this matter. Respondent will pay the $750 fee for her attendance at advertising workshop prior to attendance. C. A 1-year period of probation with the following conditions. I. Respondent will participate actively in the program offered by Florida Lawyers Assistance, Inc., FLA, Inc., by signing a rehabilitation contract with that organization within 30 days of the order of the Supreme Court of Florida. Respondent's probation period will not begin until respondent has signed and returned her rehabilitation contract to FLA, Inc. If respondent is already under contract with FLA, Inc., then the 1 year of probation will run from the date of the court's order. Respondent shall follow all recommendations by Florida Lawyers Assistance, Inc., during the entire probation period. I. Respondent will pay her FLA, Inc. registration fee of $250 and a probation monitoring fee of $100 per month directly to FLA, Inc. during the period of probation. E. The Florida Bar will monitor respondents' compliance with her FLA, Inc. rehabilitation contract, including non-payment of the monthly monitoring fees. Should respondent fail to pay FLA, Inc., respondent's failure to pay will be reported to the bar and the bar will follow up with regard to respondent's non-compliance, up to and including holding respondent in contempt for failure to pay the monthly monitoring fees. D. Payment of the bar's disciplinary costs. Vil. Personal history and past disciplinary record prior to recommending discipline pursuant to Rule 3 to 7.6, M1, D. Considered the following personal history of respondent, to wit, age, 44 years old, date admitted to the bar. April 22, 2017, prior discipline, none. 8. Statement of costs and manner in which costs should be taxed. Find the following costs were reasonably incurred by the Florida Bar. Court reporters fees $190, investigative costs $270, administrative fee $1,250.00 TOTAL $1,710. It is recommended that such costs be charged to respondent and that interest at the statutory rate shall accrue, and that should such cost judgment not be satisfied within 30 days of said judgment becoming final, respondent shall be deemed delinquent and ineligible to practice law, pursuant to our regulating FLA. Bar 1 to 3.6, unless otherwise deferred by the Board of Governors of the Florida Bar.
And that, my guys and gals, Supreme Court, and there we go. That's it on that one. And this one is very simple. It is just the order. I think that's pretty much it. Yep, this is just, we'll be done with all of this.
Complainants, respondents. The court approves the uncontested referee's report and reprimands respondent. Respondent is directed to attend the Florida Bar's advertising workshop under the terms and conditions of the report and consent judgment. Respondent is further placed on probation for 1 year under the terms and conditions set forth in the report and consent judgment. Respondent shall comply with all other terms and conditions in the report and consent judgment. Judgment is entered for the Florida Bar, 651 East Jefferson Street, Tallahassee, Florida, 323992300, for recovery of costs from Leslie Ann Ferdrigos in the amount of $1,710, for which sum let execution issue. Not final until time expires to file rehearing motion and, if filed, determined. CANADY, CJ, and Polston, LABARGA, Lawson, Muniz, COURIEL, and GROSSHANS, JJ, concur.
All right. Now you guys know it all. You know it all. I'm not saying this is the reason why she retired. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you right now, she's trying to play it off that it was just a slap on the wrist, that it was nothing. She said some things to a judge. Well, as you guys can all see, it was a whole lot more than just saying a few things to a judge. It cost her $1,710. She was on probation for a year, and she had to take a work class, some kind of class. So you guys draw your own conclusions. Now, in no way, shape, or form am I telling you guys to hate on this woman. No, as a matter of fact, I'm telling you to stay as far away from her as you possibly can, because she's insane. Just look at what she puts out. All right, guys and gals, in the clouds. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
She said that there's a felony, don't you read it out loud. Pointed at the screen like she caught us red-handed now. But that paper came straight from the courthouse door. Same stamp, same ink they've all seen before.
Said if you ain't a lawyer, best keep quiet. But it's public record, that's a simple fact. Funny how the rules get a brand new code soon as the truth starts floating in a live stream. No,
some rules way ahead, some disappear. Depends on who's holding the papers, I fear.
same words written, same cold ink, different meaning, then you stop and think.
It's a felony for you,
Not for me, same courthouse file, different degree. Read it out loud, you cross that line unless I'm the reads it herself, breaks it all down. Live stream humming in a small town sound. Calls it education, calls it fair. But when creators do it, best beware. Say it enough times, folks might believe. Fear works quicker than truth, it seems. But the law ain't rumors and ain't a vibe. And confidence don't make fiction survive.
Show me the chart, show me the code, show me one case where that story holds. Public means public, plain and true. That paper don't care who's reading it to you. Felony for you, free pass for me. Rules for thee, hypocrisy. Same screen glow, same facts stay. Funny how the crowd depends who's saying it today. Public record, let it be. Reading the truth ain't a felony. The law's not magic, it's written. And public means public. She said that there's a felony, don't you read it out loud. Pointed at the screen like she caught us red-handed now. But that paper came straight from the courthouse door. Same stamp, same ink they've all seen before.
Said if you ain't a lawyer, best keep quiet. But it's public record, that's a simple fact. Funny how the rules get a brand new code. Soon as the truth starts floating in a live stream, no.
Some rules way hey, some disappear. Depends on who's holding the papers, I fear.
Same words written, same cold ink, different meaning, then you stop and think.
It's a felony for you,
Not for me, same courthouse file, different degree. Read it out loud, you cross that line. Unless I'm the one doing it, then it's fine.
public record, clear as can be. Reading the truth ain't a felony.
She reads it herself, breaks it all down. Live stream humming in a small town sound. Calls it education, calls it fair. But when creators do it, best beware. Say it enough times, folks might believe. Fear works quicker than truth, it seems. But the law ain't rumors and ain't a vibe. And confidence don't make fiction survive.
Show me the chart, show me the code, show me one case where that story holds. Public means public, plain and true. That paper don't care who's reading it to you. Felony for you, free pass for me. Rules for thee, hypocrisy. Same screen glow, same facts stay. Funny how the crowd depends who's saying it today. Public record, let it be. Reading the truth ain't a felony. The law's not magic, it's written. And public means public.
All right, all right, all right. Debbie Baker come rolling in with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, sweet lady. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, Debbie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry, guys, that thing played twice on me. I couldn't stop it right in the middle. All right, all right. Hey, just to let everybody know, Rosalind is going live at 1 o'clock. All right, I've got everybody redirected to go to Rosalind whenever the show ends. So if you want, or if you don't mind, please go over there, at least hit the like button, say hello, stick around, listen to what she has to say if you want to, but at least please just tell her that you came by You know, I'm trying to help all my fellow creators because most of the time, no one is streaming when I'm done. So I usually don't have anybody to redirect to. So with Rosalind starting at 1 o'clock, I'm going to send every one of you guys to see her as soon as ours ends. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And once again, Debbie Baker, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, young lady. It means a lot to me. Helps keep the lights on in old Coop's house. Sure does. Sure does. Sure does. All right. So we've heard from In the Clouds for, if you guys aren't subscribed to them, you need to be. She's got some good stuff, or they got some good stuff going on over there. Don't forget about Rickles. Rickles has also got some good stuff going on over there. And also the most beautiful dog on the interwebs, which is me, Augie. Hopefully she'll let Ross the dog come out and debut some more music down the road. If not music, maybe he'll make an appearance to say hello and carry on some conversations with her. Oh, yes, Tammy, you're headed out. Is Tammy headed out? Oh, I'm doing the porch while I'm using my walker. Oh, be careful, Tammy. Be careful, girly girl. Sure enough. Sure enough. All right. I have my favorites. Is that Jen Thunder in the house? Hey, Jen, what's happening, girl? What's happening? Yeah, we're getting pretty close to time to sending you guys to the barn. I hope you enjoy. I hope you enjoyed the show today. I had a lot of fun doing it. I'm working out some kinks. Bear with me. I'm hoping that things will get a lot better down the road. I don't have my new glasses yet. They should be coming in the next couple of days. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So, yeah. Thank you, Mr. Coop in the Clouds says thank you. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. If I like someone's content, which I do, it's just a lot of times I miss out on how many of you guys in the chat are actually content creators. And most of the time, whenever I stumble across one of you guys, I end up liking the stuff that you're doing. That last song that you did yesterday, that nailed it. That nailed it to this whole insanity that's going on with Flips right now. Flips and Lisa's talking about it's a felony to read court documents. How is that a felony? Okay, we read them and we offer our opinions. So we're not allowed to have opinions anymore? Huh. Well, you know what they say. Sue me. Russ the sus. Just sue. Well, I hope that it doesn't come down to that. But hey, if it does, I'm well prepared. Okay. I've said nothing defamatory towards these people. Nothing. I've offered my opinion on what I think. And last I checked, in the good old US of A, we had that pesky little thing called the First Amendment that protects our rights to say what we can say. All right, guys and gals, I am going to send all you fine folks to the barn. Please do me a favor. Let the stream take you over to Rosalind. Give her a like on her video. Tell her howdy from Coop. And I will see you guys in the morning. As you guys know, we're on live 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And I will see you guys in the morning. Have a good one.